Guys, that's gonna be my new intro from now on. So yeah, that's gonna be my new intro. I'm gonna work on the new intro. I'm gonna retry it.
Stop me, oh, somebody stop me. Stop me, somebody stop me. Stop me, oh,
Who cares?
stop me. Lord, if I'm doing it wrong, please stop me.
And I just got this game today. It's on it's not fully downloaded. It's on Ready to Use mode.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to next.
I'm gonna play the
from
Eagles
one of
for
three
me.
play styles. Arcade was next, pretty explanatory.
I never played a football game. That makes fun of me.
We want back
But
ends, wipe my sins, They can't win,
dude, my friends are doing the stream right now. They're to the party. I had them all muted because, well, they are doing a different stream. I deleted mine. Yeah.
They can't win, no new friends, football fans, they sleep again, we wake them up.
I'm just gonna play as Eagles just to slow down. I don't know why I feel like it. I don't like it. I don't like Eagles. Like third grade, my teacher like liked
Hey, everybody,
it, and
it's the coach, and this coach thing.
And that brain. But yeah, we just had to like it too. Listen, if we didn't like it,
We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between our visitors and our home team.
I never played an NFL game, so not my fault. Well, I have played one NFL, so it's
come out throwing here on first down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it led.
Played it because I wasn't good at it.
Just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yo, seriously, how my controller keeps on disconnecting.
And third down is the key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this.
Oh my god. I know what I gotta do, guys. Just give me a minute. Boom.
This one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It's taken to the 26. Skirts by him at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass incomplete. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And now running right through it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Still going. They can't stop him. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, I know what to do. I know exactly what to do.
You almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Out to his left.
Incomplete. There.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's 3rd and short.
Just give us a play thing. I like it. I played Madden 18 before, but that was I barely played it. My told me, like I said, no, I'm just not playing this game.
He'll drop to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Okay. Maybe I get the...
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bortles on the give to Fournette. Pushes him over. Oh, now he bowls him over. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there for Jacksonville.
Dude, this game's pretty fun. I'm not
first down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it?
Because
on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play call, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I did not miss. Like, if I did...
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Dodge, then I wouldn't be in that position.
He'll look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Okay, so I know
you absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Well, I'm trying to get someone that has a good running play. Boom. That's exactly what I want. Come on, guys. These guys are gonna, come on, guys. Guys, I have an idea right now about this game. Right now. Guys, be right back. I'm doing something. Okay, I'm done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll drop the throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first.
Dude, I'm going to get probably new controller. I got a new charger. It's just that I'm probably going to get a new controller, man. Dude,
now they'll throw here out of the gun to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before. Getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback, there to make the play defensively.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That's funny. That's just funny. You just do it like that. Dude, what were these?
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. A very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking long for Westbrook. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. The open man is Westbrook. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we've hit halftime.
That'd be funny if he actually made that.
Just a field goal separating these two.
Yo, guys, give me a second. I know what to do on my computer.
Teams at the break. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
I could have made it way more farther, but...
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like...
Yo, guys, seriously, like... What the heck?
He had green on that play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Yeah, I went back a little bit, but I got the thing.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And
Dude, seriously.
the Eagles will have it.
I'm actually trying to just have to do that. You just I'm able to just, you know, play at least a little bit.
Over 1st and 10.
Yo, didn't you just like the computer and listen to my computer and scratching my dashboard probably?
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Malik Jackson coming up the middle, gets him.
Dude, seriously? Guys, seriously, I'll be right back.
for a loss of about 9.
I am back. I'm gonna try doing this Madden thing.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Room
to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll be third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the top. The completion good for 3 down. That first netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And taken down. Back right around the 48-yard way. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Wentz and the Eagles now. With a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Oh, look at that. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45. 5-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Fournette on the counter. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now back to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would love one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances. Putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2. 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Philadelphia first. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be second down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with 1st and goal. I have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
Living, I did it. Living, I did it. Living, I did it. Guess what?
You can unlock it by a mission.
Living.
Hey everybody, Brandon Gaudin back for
I
another
did it.
year
Guess
of
what?
action with Madden NFL 19.
Wait.
Let's take a look
Calm
at what's
down,
new
Zayden.
this
That's
year.
what
I did it.
Real player motion
9
makes
to
your
10.
debut, bringing unmatched responsiveness
Who's
and
the TGFT?
fluidity to every player on the field.
I'm about to boot him out
In the
my
running
first.
game, hit the hole and one cut, give ball carriers the ability to move through crowded running lanes and turn on the jets once they see a sliver of daylight. Once you reach the end zone, it's time to celebrate either alone or with your closest friends. Long shot returns for its second season, picking up the story of Devin Wade and Colt Cruz as they continue to chase their NFL dreams. In franchise mode, new scheme fits will help identify which. So
Okay,
there
you
you
get
go.
mine
Nothing
first.
to it. Charles Davis and myself will be with you.
Stop it!